Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Silk issue 4. Before I start talking about Silk, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 97, and that's the show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show, and here are those exclusive comics. We got Mythic issue 1, Legendary Star-Lord issue 12, Lady Killer issue 5, Birthright issue 7, Spider-Man 2099 issue 12, The Mantle, issue 1, Robin Hood, ongoing, issue 10, Rebels, issue 2, Harrow Country, issue 1, and Injection, issue 1, Savior, issue 2, Howard the Duck, issue 3, Captain Marvel, issue 15, Green Lantern Parallax, issue 2, which I also have an in-depth review on Comic Frontline 4, and Arrow Season 2.5, issue 8. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 97, which is annotated. But let's talk about this issue, Silk issue 4. So this is the 4th issue of Silk. We got a nice little date going on with Silk and Johnny Storm. How's that happen? A very cool cover, very romantic. But actually I have to say I wasn't totally looking forward to this issue because I was like, they're just forcing Johnny and Silk together. I didn't know how to feel about that. I'm like, Fantastic Four guest starring. It kind of feels like this generic issue. But let's see if it is a generic issue. First of all, artwork. It is a different style of artwork we usually see with Silk, but I think it worked pretty well for the issue. I like the facial expressions. I like the artwork for the most part, especially those flashbacks over there. So pretty good artwork. A little less cartoony, but it's just a different style. But let's see what's going on with the story. So with this issue, we get to see Silk is training with the Fantastic Four, and also trying to get a feel of why her powers are not really acting well. Why are they not acting like they usually do? It's, for some reason, they're not perfect. So Mr. Fantastic, Reed, says, I think you have an anxiety. And she said, I don't have anxiety. What are you talking about? I was like, how long were you in the bunker for? She's like, 10 years, but I don't think that means anything. So it's her thinking in her mind, I don't have anxiety, I'm dancing at a club. If I wouldn't have anxiety, if I had anxiety, I wouldn't be able to do that. So it's her kind of debating, do I have anxiety? Do I go to somebody to do this? And then a side story is that she goes on a date with Johnny Storm and, just has a fun time being superheroes together. And that's pretty much the whole issue. And you also get a little Black Cat in there saying, oh, well, Black Cat, let's get Silk. And that's pretty much the issue. I really enjoyed this issue, really because of the anxiety part, and also of course the flashbacks. We do get a little bit of flashback that we know that Silk's parents knew that she had powers and how she was dealing with that. So it was like, oh, they knew and they were accepting about it, they wanted to help. Where the hell are these parents? And of course that's the mystery of the series. But again, what I really enjoyed about this issue was the anxiety part. I feel like not a lot of superhero comics go into that type of mental, it's not really a mental illness, but it's just like, something like something you go to a psychiatrist for. I was like, oh, that's a really interesting thing to tackle in Silk. And it makes total sense of what Silk went through. They're not just like, hey, I'm a superhero and nothing really happened because I was stuck in a bunker for 10 years. They actually deal with the psychological problems of being stuck in a bunker for 10 years. And I think they dealt with this really, really perfectly, especially her reactions to it. It's like, oh, I don't have anxiety. Of course I don't. But then she's like, oh, maybe I actually do. Things I enjoyed, but, I could have lived without in this issue was probably the Black Cat ending. I was just like, oh, okay, we get it. She's the villain. Whatever. And then I like the Johnny Storm date. I don't know where that's going to go. I don't know if I want her to date Johnny Storm, but it was fun for this issue, and we'll see where that one goes. But it was fun to see superheroes being superheroes. Also, a small moment I really enjoyed was J. Jonah Jameson in this issue, where he actually likes Silk. He's like, likes Cindy, and say, oh, what are you doing here? I'm not paying you to be here on Saturday. Have fun. But he says in a J. Jonah Jameson way. So I enjoyed that scene a lot too. And there's a lot of small scenes like that throughout this issue that makes Silk issue 4 really fun. But yeah, this is a very solid issue, continuing a really enjoyable series, and a really surprisingly enjoyable series, because I never expected to like Silk this much. But it's one of those series I actually really look forward to every month, or, whenever it actually does come out. Sometimes it's, earlier than a month. But yeah, every single time it comes out, I get really excited to read it. So Silk issue 4 for me gets a solid 4 stars, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend you pick it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.